hello, hello. A few people in and then I'll start. A few people in and then I'll start. Hello, hello, hello. And a box full. Hello, how are you doing? How's Zach? Just got home a little while ago. Thought I'd come on, do it this way. Share my goodies. I'm so stoked. This box has been sitting here since about 3 o'clock this afternoon. It was one of those days. So I'm going to start because I'm actually really tired. So, there are some Dollar Tree items in here. There are items that Sabrina had in her sale that I kind of spotted and she was showing me when we chatted for the sale that, by the way, before I forget, Sabrina the Mismatch Crafter sale is postponed. Her little boy got COVID. You can check out Sabrina's channel. He says he is cold. Oh, well, just watch, keep an eye on him. Man, I don't want to be in your shoes, girl. So Sabrina and I are postponing her sale because she has to concentrate on her little boy, which it's a given. So some of the items you're seeing are some items that she was showing me while she was preparing for the sale. So I picked up a few myself. Colder. Yeah. Yeah, it's probably fever. So I'm just going to grab them. We're going to go through them. She had these bows, and my granddaughter loves bows. So I picked these up from her. They're so cute. She had some dark colored one and some light colored ones. And then the little emoji ones, unicorn ones. I'm going to give her these for school. These I'm saving for like Christmas. And they come on a little hanger, so that's pretty cool. Hi, Cheryl's Crafty World. So I got picked them up from Sabrina for the grandbaby. Not such a baby no more, but she's going to be always my baby. And then she had some red trucks. She knew I'd want them. And then she got me the newer trucks because a lot of this wasn't coming in at my store at all for the longest time. Just this past week, I grabbed Diamond actually found them. I didn't find them. So she got me 2 red ones and 2 green ones. So that was cool because Diamond found me the red ones. Hi, Nadia. Or no, blue ones. So I got them. So this is a little haul that's, as I can say, Dollar Tree as well as what Sabrina had coming up in her sale. So you guys are kind of getting a preview of a little bit that when next month, what she had. Minus the Dollar Tree stuff. She picked me up some bones. So I'm just grabbing as I'm pulling. She had all these cool pens. I seen them. I'm like, are those pens? And she's like, yep. I'm like, I want one of each. So we got this guy. We got a bunny. We got a funky one. I have a thing for pens. Oh, and then she found these. These are cool. Can't wait to paint them. The little wooden trucks that came into the Dollar Tree. You can put something with them. I will figure something out with them. Them are cool because they have never came into my tree yet. Never came into my Dollar Tree at all. If they did, I missed them. Searching for the bones? Yeah, they're little styrofoam. I picked some of these up yesterday because I didn't know if Sabrina grabbed me some or not. They're just little styrofoam. Oh, I broke it already. Oh well, that's all right. I'll stick it poking out of the ground. Some are cool. 36 in a bag. a good price there. Here's this one. Check this pen out. It's got an eyeball, guys. It's got eyeballs. I just love it. It's so cool. Yeah, I'm weird. I have a thing for pens. I don't know what it is. Just love it. Okay. Then a while ago, my store never got these in, and Sabrina showed these, and I asked her to pick these up for Riley. So when Riley paints, and she got stuff in them for kits right now, and they got the little hole. So she picked them up for me a while ago. She forgot to mail them to me, so she's like, I remembered them, so I got them, and I'll show you the kits here in a second. So she had these kits that I asked that came in her $4 Michael boxes, and came with the puff balls and the stickers, and she stuck the little beads and stuff in the glue. Some of the other washi and stuff. Each one's got something for a kid in. But I like doing those little kid kits for with the grandkids. So she stuck everything that you could in the space. So I'll make some flowers later. And then she had these in her sale. And I told her a little witch, and they can paint it, and it's a sun catcher. Witch's way. And then another little witch for the girls. And these little kits like this. Let's see. Look at Frankenstein. And they make little parachute characters. And then there's this one. Craft stick kits. And then a little unicorn for one of the girls. And then she had these, look at the bag with a truck on. Love that. And then these were scratch and exchange cards. Scratch little Valentine cards. That's what they look like. I said they'd be cool. And then, let's see. Oh, here's some of the same little bags, but they're longer. And she had these. Truck. And then she had some Halloween stickers. They're cool. We'll put them over here. And let's see. Oh, and I've been wanting a 2-inch or bigger punch. She came across one. That is so cool. Awesome. She found that at a sale. And then here's a 4th of July pen. And then here's a mermaid tail. Yeah, I don't have a thing for pens, guys. But a flower. Another flower. Flowers. And then a banana. Be pretty. Look at this one. Cool. Oh, another flower. And more 4th of July. And, oh, there's another 4th of July. Or Veterans Day or Memorial Day. I guarantee this is the first one Riley's going to grab. Because it looks like a wand. And then, oh, here's another kit. Make a kitty mask. Cool. Oh, look at this one. A flamingo. Oh, man, let's see. Oh, here's a couple more kits. I like that you can mix 12, so they can make more than one. So that's cool. I said I like buying the kits for the kids. And then look at the red truck they can do for me. And then look at a headband. Make a little spider headband. Yeah, let's see. And I believe this is part of the kit. This goes part of the foam kit thing. She got in a $5 box from Michael's. And then here's this Be Mine little kit with the beads. I told her, I said, even the beads. Just look at 50 cents on that, guys. That's all she has on. Like I said, you're getting kind of a preview of some stuff that Sabrina will have in her sale. Look at that. You can't beat that price for enjoyment with my grandkids. Even if they don't use beads, Riley can make necklaces for 50 cents for that bag of beads. Good deal. And she had some toppers at 10 cents. Be jolly. Fa la 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 la. Fa la 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 la. You can cut them off and you can just have the letters. Here's some sticky back stuff. It's like you can print it, put an image on there, and it's a sticker. And here's another one of those. I took 2 of them, each one of the girls. Here's another pen. So it's okay. Look at, they're doing it. Okay. And these were kind of cool. They go over a plug-in, you know. But I said, you know, you could figure something else to use them for. You didn't cut it and make a washi, you know. So sent me a few of those. And she had some stamps I thought I would like. Oh. And they look like that. Definitely mixed media. Awesome sauce. Oh, there's another one of them. Oh, that's cool. Yes, you can pack up. I can pack a box. Yes, you can. Here's another little rainbow. And then here's another little, this is like the little unicorn kit. Skateboard. I told her she could take them out of the box to save room. So she took everything out of the box and stuck it in a bag. That's the unicorn. That is cool. Riley's going to like doing that one. I can see it already. And here is some mini stickers. And some winter stickers. And some more winter stickers. And then, look at that little paint kit with the unicorn. And then stickers like that. I'm out of room. I bought a lot. Here's some little envelopes. These are cool. I have yet to see these at my store. Alrighty. Oh, and she had this chair. I bought this chair. She had this in her sale. And it was during her video, guys. I'm like, Sabrina, you know that patio little chair? I want it. Yeah, cool chair. I want to put one of my babies on it. And she found me some ribbon I was looking for. And this ribbon. One of my favorite Dollar Tree ribbon. And what's the story about this? I mentioned to Sabrina she could keep her eyes open for me, and she found it. And she grabs me 4 rolls, and the next week they finally get it in after looking for it for 3 months at my Dollar Tree. That's how it works. That's all right, though. So, I did. Okay, I'm still going. And she found the stars at Hobby Lobby that were on clearance, and she shared them with me. So she sent me some stars, and I didn't know about the flowers, so she sent me some flowers. That was cool of her. I did buy most of this, guys. Don't think this is for friend mail. 90% of this, probably 99% of this, I purchased. So you know. And in the truck, she said she's seen every way she knew I'd want it. I can't wait for Valentine's Day to do something with that. And then I specifically asked her for this. Hi, Vanessa. And I want to say 2 years ago, 3 years ago, Zach had his birthday giveaway, and it was like a backpack with stuff in, and it was a little small backpack, and I loved it. And I asked Sabrina if she had another one, and she's like, yeah. Haha, I love this small backpack. Then she says she put something in the pocket. So I will be switching out my purse tonight. Or likely tomorrow. I love a small little backpack, especially when I go to ride my bike. When I ride my bike, I can put that on my back. It's got all my stuff I need, plenty of pockets. So I asked her if she had another one because she does that awesome deal shopping at Family Dollar or General Dollar. So that's cool. I didn't care what color it was. And again, felt cats. So felt ghost and some jack-o'-lanterns. That's cool. All right, now, and this kills me. This is why I said I like call Sabrina my personal shopper, because I'll tell her, hey, I'm looking for this, and if you see it, I'll grab it for me and I'll pay you. I'm always putting money in Sabrina's PayPal. And I needed plaid. I looked, and I'm a cheapie. I'm a cheapskate. I'm not going. And I even checked at Joann's, and a half a yard was like $7. And I was like, oh, hell to the no. It was the red and white checker. She found it at Walmart. Mine did not have them. I looked again. So I only needed a fat quarter for what I want to do. Isn't that cool? So I got that. Oh my God. And then, these were awesome. I haven't even got to, yeah, pretty much this is the rum for garage sale stuff that I grabbed. But, she showed me these, and I thought they were the most awesome thing. I bought 2 of every one for my girls. It's decorate your own headbands. So we have, I think this is the deer. Surely at 50 cents a piece on these, so I grabbed them. 2 headbands, 2 bead strands, 2 garland, 3 sequin ribbons, 3 tinsel strands, 4 glitter snowflakes, 4 tinsel pom poms, 20 sequins, 60 sparkly stones, glue included. I thought those were cool, so I picked them up for the girls. So I got the girls 2 of each of what Sabrina had. So, okay, maybe that's not the reindeer. This is the reindeer one. So, and then here's the third one. Christmas tree. So we got the reindeer and the Christmas tree and just, I don't know what you want, cat one maybe? Oh, I thought the girls would have fun doing them for Christmas. Because even, well, I don't know if they'll have Christmas concerts. They didn't have them last year. But they can wear that funky stuff at school. They can make their own. So, the ugly Christmas headband. Oh, I thought it was funny. Now, and she sent me a couple masks up. I was talking to her one day and I lost my mask. I needed to wear a mask. And then she sent me some feathers. Here's the good stuff. Oh my God, I'm so stoked. And a partridge and a pear tree. Exactly. So, Sabrina's Dollar Tree gets her stuff in faster than mine does, I tell you. And she was able to get me the stickers. So she picked up me 2 packs of them. Oh my God, these are so cool. See, I didn't get to see these. I only saw a few that I grabbed. Them are cool. I'm gonna move this out of my way here. I'm gonna have fun putting this stuff away. So them are cool. Man, these are awesome. 3 packs each. I told her I didn't care. I'd take them. I know. Yeah. Okay, let's save that one. Put that one down there yet. And then we have the Hocus Pocus. This is the one I found. It was Hocus Pocus. And then this one. And the skulls. And then this one. Awesome. They really stepped up their game this year. So them into Halloween. A few more of these. Okay. So we got that one. Oops. We got the pumpkins, the spice. Look at Dollar with the red truck. But ready? This is my fave. The gnomes. The gnomes are awesome. Them are so cute. The gnomes. And then she also found the trading journal cards and she just cut it. I told her cut it up to save me room. There we go. So awesome. Then she came across this cool ass book. She sent me a few pages out of it. Yeah, the pink ones. Hi, Dawn. Hi, Vanessa. Hi, everybody that came in. I didn't say hi. This is one unusual but cool book. She sent me a few of the pictures out of it, and I went gaga over it. So she sent me the rest of the book. Just cool images. I'm going to stick the other ones back in here. Look at the jack-o'-lantern, dude. Oh, that's cool. So cool. I guess you have to taste. I'll put these in my folder over there. I'm not into eyeballs. I don't like eyeballs, I'll be honest with you. It's eyeballs I usually don't like. No. It's different form of mixed media, that's for sure. But I was like, oh my god, these are awesome. She sent me the ones in our swap. I was like, oh my god, these are so cool. So she sent me the rest of the book. And I've been looking for it too, because when she showed it, one time we were chit-chatting, I was like, oh my god, I like that. Dream States. But guess what? Oh, guess what? The box is not empty. I thought it was done. She found the truck calendar. Look at the truck calendar. Oh, got the red truck, the blue, green truck. Oh my god. The little truck like that, the back truck, 4th of July truck, harvest truck, thankful truck, and then a Christmas and a bicycle. Too cool. But now the box is empty. So let's see. Oh, let's see. I'll look for this in mine too. So, oh, let's check this out. Okay, let me move my punch here. Look at that. See, I might put that in a frame. Oh my god, yes. Oh my god. Nice. Even that one's cute. That's March. Oh, Easter the bunny. And then the back for May. It's cute too. Watermelon. Why do they always classify watermelon? And then the 4th of July is awesome. Definitely going in the frame. Bees, honeybees and flowers, please. August. September. And then October. right? Yep. November, so that's cool. And then Christmas is Christmas trees. They should have put a red trunk. That's cool. Awesome. Super cute. I know. Super cute. So, that's everything, guys. What y'all doing out there on YouTube land? I just got home from Diamonds a little while ago. Sam got a new pool table. I got a new couch today. New couch to me from my neighbor who sold her house and is moving in with her significant other. And they didn't need a couch. She asked if anybody I knew that needed a couch, and I'm like, I'm looking for a bigger couch because I only have a love seat. And she's like, it's yours. So you move it, you can have it. So Scott and Sam moved it here today, and it ends reclined. Scott's in heaven right now. He's probably in it as we speak. Because he's like, hey, I'm going to have to switch this living room around. He says, I go, what? He goes, I kind of probably be moving to this recliner. I'm like, yeah. So we're finishing moving stuff around in the living room tomorrow. I'm too tired. I ain't doing it now. So, but all these little things go to these little kits that she got in the $4 boxes or $5 boxes from Michael's. I thought, and I asked her about them. They're cute little kits that work with the flowers wherever I put them. And they can create with the little flowers and the glue and the washi tape and the beads and look at this. Look at all the goodness. My girls are gonna have so much fun. Look at all the goodness. We got glitter, sequins, I should say, and then little puff balls, more sequins, puff balls, and sequins. Isn't that right? Especially Riley. Allie's getting. Hello, Martha. Riley's getting. Allie's more into sitting on the other side drawing. Riley's still in the creative state, you know what I mean? So she'll enjoy this. Either way. If not, I will. Wait. And then let's see. Beads in this one. These cups are awesome. I bought them for her easel. And I think they'll fit in the holder. If not, it's a good idea. She can put a brush or paint and a brush in there. My Dollar Tree never got these in. Right, I had them puppies bought a long time ago. So what's in this jar? Oh, so then we got some sequins, and then we got the glue. And look at this stuff right here, guys. Ooh, glitter in the bottles. Even if Riley don't use it, I'll use that. So she hooked me up. The girls are gonna love this. Riley loves these little glue sticks. Now let's see. And then I didn't realize there's the red one and then washi for something. I didn't realize there was washi in some of these. That's cool. Cool. Man, the girls are going to have fun. And of course, this is the color thing. Riley likes working with this right here. She'll just take a piece of white paper and draw, and she'll just create. Matter of fact, we were painting a box, and when I got there tonight, Riley was in her room painting a box. And I said, what's the box for? She says, Bluey. Bluey's a character from this cartoon she watches. I think they're little dogs. They're from Australia. Hi, Candy. So now I can do some fall and Halloween pocket letters. I've been waiting. I can get started. I have my pocket letters for $30 30 weeks of pocket letter all the way up to the end of September, and I've been sitting back waiting to start October and fall, and voila! I can't wait. This one I think I'm going to use for fall though. This looks to me more like fall than Halloween. So I'm going to move it to the fall section. I am really digging this one right here. What is it? With the pinks, that's pretty. I definitely got to do me a pocket letter with the gnomes. And I bet you Sabrina is going to do one with the gnomes too. And it's going to be how different they're going to be. This one reminds me of Tim Holtz. It's definitely looks like a Tim Holtz one. Watch. These are so cute. And you got these ones. Isn't that cool? Diamond already. I walked into Diamond's house and she's. Thank you. I walked into Diamond's house and she's already got Halloween, guys. She already decorated it yesterday. She goes, I got bored yesterday. So I knew she was up to something when we went to the Dollar Tree last night. And she took all the stuff I made home with her already. Yep. Wow. I don't know where I put them. See, I was thinking, I haven't decided if this is more Christmas or fall. So I might look for this like in a different color for fall. Let's get this one. Where is it? Oh, there we go. Ooh, I don't want to hit my keyboard. There we go. Halloween. Oh boy. Halloween. I forgot what I was gonna say. God, I'm getting tired. I'm trying to decide how to fall decorate my dining room. I wish I had a dining room. You know, if I had a dining room, it'd never be, and nobody'd ever eat at it because I would decorate it just so it'd be nice to see for every season. I'd have the nice plates and the bowls, and you have the bigger plate and then the other plate and then another in the bowl, all nice and fancy, all the same. That's how I'd probably decorate my dining room for every season. And only time it'd be actually ate at would be like Thanksgiving, Easter, or Halloween. Not Halloween, Christmas. The rest of the time I'd have it decorated for every season. I do got nice plates for charger plates. Yeah. I do have your friend does that? Yeah. Oh, if I had it, I would. Definitely. I have plates I use at Christmas. But then once the family started growing, Tina went to, I call it my inheritance from my mother-in-law. And she told me, you will someday do this too. We call them the fine china. It's the real pretty paper plates you can buy for holidays. That's what we do. But she lives alone. Yeah. Well, me and Scott don't even eat at our kitchen table. He eats at his little table. I eat at my little table. So I always say my mother-in-law gave me my inheritance was her china, and my brother-in-law goes, "You got mom's china?" I'm like, "Yeah, it costs me every time a holiday comes up, I have to go to Walmart and buy it, you dickhead." He's not on a happy list with me, I tell you. I had to put up with that man this weekend. That's why you guys didn't see me. I did not have a good weekend. So, yeah. Yeah, I have some stickers. Yeah, when I saw the first video of these, I sent it to Sabrina and said, "If you can get me 2 of each, I'll take 2 of each. If you grab more than 2, I'll take those 2." because I'll let the kids mess. I let the kids mess with my stickers, so that's why I always say 2 stickers. So if they grab one and they use it, I don't have get mad or upset. Riley grabs stickers, and I'm okay with it. They're stickers, you know? I'm not gonna get mad at it. Not worth getting mad. Life's too short. Enjoy 'em. I mean, you just saw she wants to decorate my carts, my white carts, and I told her, then next time here I was at the Dollar Tree. I told her next time we were at the Dollar Tree, we'd go into the wall ones where you can hang those stickers you can buy for the walls, and we'll see what they have, and maybe we can pick some of them up. I thought them would work better on my carts than stickers. But I forgot. They're only stickers. Yep. If I they know their limits in my craft room, but you know what? They're only stickers. Only glue. It's only paint, you know? Today, two DTs, they still didn't have any good holidays. When me and Diamond were there Thursday, they had very little Halloween. And then we went Sunday. They didn't have, Diamond was looking for like more decor than they did have the stuff. Because if you look at my video, last Dollar Tree video of Dollar Tree, that's what I was able to find. Arnett, they didn't have much out. Because Dad was like, I don't guess we'll have to go back. Dad was like, maybe we'll go Wednesday when she's off to see if they got more. The truck comes in Thursday. So we're thinking Thursday, Friday, we're going to go again because she wants more home decor, like the pictures and stuff. But it's a slow process. Yeah. And I only found in my DT, I found this one, and this one. That was the only 3 stickers they had at my DT was these. And then this one, I want to say this one, and I got lucky they had this one. And I bought them anyways, because I knew Sabrina got me them, but I didn't care. Not that Sabrina got them for me, but I was buying them set from, like I said, gnomes are cute. They're going on a lot of stuff. I hope they come out with Christmas gnomes like this, but Christmas looking. It'd be so cool. It was a mess. Yeah, we have $1 tree is a mess. Crazy. We call it the ghetto. Diamond goes, we only go to the ghetto Dollar Tree if we happen to be over there. Or we go usually to our. I have 2 Dollar Trees in one direction now, so I hit both up. They're 1.1 mile apart. But both trucks come on Thursday. I found that out. So merchandise on Thursday usually gets out on Friday. If they're on, how fast they are. And Kristen told me, let's see, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, let's see, 2 in De Pere, 2 in Ashwaubenon, 2 in Green Bay. So and 1 in Howard. So I have 6 or 7 now Dollar Trees in my area if I really want to go. If I drove, I'd probably hit every one of them. But I always have to have somebody drive me. Yeah. Let's see. But I want you all to think of Sabrina and kind of to your hi, Laura. If you guys, when you say your prayers tonight, include Zach in them, Sabrina's little boy. It's scary having your child have COVID. I mean, being an adult and having it, but having your child, you know. Oh my God, really, Dawn? In 2 years? Damn. Mm, so keep her in keep keep Sabrina and her little boy in your thoughts and prayers. Had a long talk with my daughter tonight. She's taken my advice. I told her, I said, you know what? I said, Zach's been in school exactly a week. I said, and now he's got COVID. Have your kids wear masks, at least until, you know, school gets started a few weeks, few months. And so Diamond's like, yep, I should. And I told her about Sabrina and Zach. And she's like, and she sat with the kids and we discussed it. And the kids they're going to wear their masks when they start school in 2 weeks. You know, just as a precaution. They don't have, we looked up tonight, Diamond brought up their school district. It's up to the parents. There's nothing. And like she says, she doesn't know how to seating because last year they were separated seating with like cubicles. She don't know if they're doing that this year or not. She had like them says, I have no clue. But like she said, it's yeah, she said it, but I said, and I said, Sabrina is only in Indiana, Diamond. That's not, you think about it. Indiana and Wisconsin are not that far from each other. You know, I go, you can be in Indiana in less than a day, you know? So I said, I would take the precaution. It doesn't hurt to have a precaution. You know? So, yeah, my Sabrina, my personal shopper, was able to get me the stickers and some other little goodies I got from her little garage sale. No, I'm gonna have to put it all away. I'm not gonna do that tonight because after I'm done here, I'm gonna take me a nice. Yeah, I didn't. The thing is, they don't like me and Sabrina have conversations. I'm not vaccinated. I am leery of getting vaccinated. I think it is a choice. If they make me do it, I'll do it. You know, but don't force me to do it. Or personally, um, I think it should be a choice. Right now, I'm not vaccinated. I want more data. I guess. Diamond believes in vaccination. She's getting vaccinated, and her and Sam are talking about the kids, and Sam wants more data too. You know, it's one of those kids. You don't. There's so much out there. Okay, you don't know what to believe because from one week to the next, it's like, what's the truth? You know, that's where I am, and how do I put this? Me and Diamond, when I was telling her about Zach, and she goes, "What?" I said, "1 week, Diamond, today." I said, "For a little boy to go to school for 1 week and then get sick, that's not right. That's no, 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 no. School's got to step up, or something's got to be done when it comes to our children." And I said, "As a precaution, Diamond, I think you should have the kids wear their mask. It helped last year. They're cool with it. Riley still wears hers when we go in the store. She just thinks I think she thinks it's a like a given these days because she won't get out of the truck unless she gets her mask on. So matter of fact, she just bought another mask the other day at Dollar Tree. So bought one like Allie's. That actually Sabrina sent me 'em. Hi, Steph. So um well, see up here, Sabrina flipped out. Every third Wednesday at Diamond and Sand, where the kids' school here, every third Wednesday, the kids have school off and they do a thorough cleaning of the school. All right. That's not including the janitor every night. And then they switched it because parents are like, why can't you like every third Friday and give like a 3-day weekend? We have to find somebody in the middle of the week to take care of our kids and get them up the next day. So they talked to the janitors, and the janitors were cool with that because they could get more accomplished instead of being in such a rush to have 1 day to clean a school. They can have the weekend, you know? So then it's every third Friday the kids um have no school. in the house. Got a bad reaction. Yeah. So they like Diamond says there wasn't a lot of at first they were sending kids home for everything under the moon. And I went Diamond makes it all the way in town, and we had to drive all the way back. She put the kids on a bus, came and picked me up for something. We had to go all the way back to Diamond's because the kids' fevers were hot. Well, then I get into school to pick them up into this little section, and here their cheeks are rosy. And I looked at it and I said to the nurse, the person, I said, "How did you know these kids? Why are you sending these children home?" "Well, they're running fevers." And I'm like, "Okay." I said, "How do you check these kids?" "Well, we take their temperatures as they come into school, and if they have a high, we put them over here, and the rest can go." I'm like, "Oh my god, you people are idiots." And they're like, "Excuse me?" I said, "They've been on a bus for an hour, head to toe, stocking hats, winter jackets, and snow pants. You don't think their body temperature is gonna be a little bit high? We do live in Wisconsin. It is October. It is cold. The buses are cold. The kids are dressed." So then they changed that one because every kid in I laughed because I was just going off. There were 17 kids all in this little room waiting for the parents to get picked to pick them up because they all had a slight temperature. I said, "Get them undressed for a while and retake their temperature. I bet you they're fine." Yep, they got to my house, got all their stuff. Diamond didn't even bother taking them in. She kept them home. And then it's 14 days. 6 times Diamond had to go get her children. And if one child has it, they pull your whole family. So Diamond would have to one would get it, and all 3 kids would have to be home for 14 days. And then this is a really got me. Diamond went off. She got a letter from the district saying if her children missed more school that they could get in trouble. And Diamond's like, "Excuse me?" She called it. And she goes, "You are gonna punish me with a fine if my children miss any more school?" And the lady goes, "Well, they are missing a lot." Diamond goes, "'Cause your asses are the ones sending them home when there's nothing wrong with my children." Diamond's doctor refused to test the kids anymore because they were tested so often. Because he said it was more harmful to keep testing these children than it was to test them. The signs weren't there. He'd ask Diamond, he'd check their temperature, check their throat, the minor. Yeah, I feel for parents that have their kids in school today. And Diamond, like, she's like, "Mom, I would homeschool them," but Diamond's going through college. She's 90% of Diamond's classes are over the internet. She's like, "I don't know how I would homeschool my children and do my education too." And if she doesn't do it, she loses that money for that school and she has to pay that back because she got a grant. So she has to do it. She can't postpone it or say, I quit because I want to homeschool my kids." She loses that money and then loses that opportunity to continue her education. Because Diamond didn't pay a dime for her school. She got a lot of grants. I think it only cost her $500 to go to school out of pocket. Yeah. Like I told Diamond, well, I said, "Nothing else. If it comes down to it," I said, "as long as I don't have to help them, yeah, they could come here and they can sit on their laptops and do what they have to do while you do yours in another room. That's what it takes." And she's like, "Well," she goes, "we'll see how the school year is." Because last year, the first 3 months of the school year drove Diamond absolutely bananas. Yep, $500. Yep. But if she quits or whatever, she has to pay all that back because she has to finish. I don't know how that work is, but she would have to pay the grants back if she quit school. And there's no postponing either. She started Diamond's already started school. She's already working her own kids. She's like, "Oh my god, mom, it's been terrible." They don't, she goes, "There's no way I could do it." And she's full-time student, they classify. I mean, she gets the kids on the bus and then Diamond starts her school. Her first class is at 8:30 And she is done with online, what she told me. She has a break, I think she told me 12:30 to 1:30, and then she's on there until 4. And it's 4 days a week. So it's practically and one day a week on campus. Yeah, virtual learning. Coda isn't doing well. That's where Diamond Allie could do virtual learning easily. Riley's in kindergarten. It's Coda that can't do virtual learning. His scores went way down big time with virtual. She's like, Mom, Coda can't do it. He needs that one-on-one and that's Coda can't do virtual learning. Because she saw the difference in his that when they first went to virtual learning, when it first happened to last year when he went back to school. Yeah, his grades were so down. There's no way he could do virtual learning. He can sit there, but he ain't processing it. He ain't, yeah. So Diamond didn't sign him up for virtual learning. They're going on campus. Yep. And like Diamond says, like I told her, she says, I'll do it if it comes down to it. She says, we'll figure out when it occurs. It occurs. Because I have a feeling they'll be shutting down things again. But yeah, that would be me. My mom be like, did you do it? And I'm like, oh yeah, I did it. It's done. But I don't envy parents today at all. This. I would not want to be in you guys' shoes, I'll be honest with you. Ouch. Yeah, that's Coda. Coda's a squirrel. I told Diamond when it first happened, where they took school was closed. I'm like, and said we were going to do virtual learning. I told her I'd do arts and crafts. I'll do the art class. I said you can do all the rest. I'll do arts. That's cute. I just took the. Oh, see, they cute. That's the felt one. Let's see what the ghost looks like. Let's save the pieces though, because we make another little face just with the pieces. See, I'll keep those. Riley will make something with them. So, right? Glue them on. See, I'm always thinking Riley. Riley, Roo. Here's the ghost. These are nice felt pieces they came in this year. Rather the felt than the foam. Oh, it's too high. You couldn't see it? Okay. There we go. There's the pumpkin. Cute. Here's the ghost. And then they really stepped up their game on these. Okay. The cat. It's just a black cat. Nothing punches out the cat. Put some googly eyes on there. It would look cool. You take the pieces from the ghost and give her some eyes. There we go. See? And then you take this and give her a smile. See, you could take them are the eyes from the ghost. Or we could go like this. Whoop. There we go. Whoop, come on, stay. So you take the pieces from the ghost and make the face for the cat. There we go. I'm always thinking. Oh, see what have I did? Let's see. This weekend wasn't a good weekend for me. I wanted to kick my brother-in-law's ass, I'll be honest. My father-in-law is not looking good. His oxygen levels are really low. He's very dehydrated on that day, and his doctor said his kidneys are failing, or on the verge of failing, or failing. He has chose not to do dialysis or whatever it requires, and he's just buying his time. The man has lost, I bet you, 25 pounds to 30 pounds in 3 weeks. And Diamond was there on Saturday for like 3 hours. And she messaged her brother and her 2 cousins and pretty much ripped them each a new butt because none of them have come and see their grandfather. And then my brother-in-law, who happened to be up here this weekend, turned around and proceeded to tell me my daughter was lying about the condition of my father-in-law. So I waited to see what Diamond messaged her cousins, and her brother, and then she told me. And then I waited for Scott to come home and ask what Scott knew about his dad, because I knew he didn't use the words he used with Diamond to me, my father-in-law. And I knew that his oxygen was down. He was kind of dehydrated, but the doctor said it might have been just that day he was dehydrated because he thought he had to fast and he didn't. So that could contribute to that. But I didn't know about his kidneys are failing or on the verge of failing. He just told me his body was falling apart. Okay. Well, he told his granddaughter that way. So she proceeded to tell her cousins and her brother, get your ass up to see this man. He looks terrible. Diamond's the one that sees him more than any grandchild of the grandchild. She sees him more often than the rest of them. One grandson didn't see his grandfather for 2 years. The other one only saw him because he happened to get in trouble up here in Green Bay. My son saw him in June. So yeah, we're on that discussion. We're having a discussion with him tomorrow. So and so after I talked to Scott to see what Scott knew, and he's like, Scott proceeded to tell me, and he's like, lying. Then I proceeded to tell Scott what my brother-in-law said about Diamond lying. We're both fit to be tied. We didn't say anything because we didn't want to upset Dad, because this is how my brother-in-law and sister-in-law work. You say anything to them, they go to Dad. This man doesn't need that pressure. So we're biting our tongue, and we explained to Diamond, because Diamond said, did you say anything to Auntie Annette and Uncle Dave? And I'm like, no. And she's like, why? I said, because they always go to Grandpa with everything. They can't just suck it up and just leave it at that. They got to run to him. And right now he's no in condition. Yeah, that's what we're going down to discuss tomorrow. Yeah, family. Yeah, lovely. They live 2.5 hours away, and then they come up every couple months and think they know it all. But yeah, Scott's in charge. My husband is charged of his medical. So him and Scott's going to go down and have a discussion with him, and maybe start setting something up, even if it's down the road. But I told Scott he needs to have that conversation. And I'll back my husband 100%. You know what I mean? It is, how do I put it? My father-in-law over and over and over and over has always stated that It's Scott's medical, and that's financial, which is strange, whatever. But that it's up to his children, not his children's mates. So we're the closest. Me and Scott are. I mean, we're 6 houses from the man. We can't get any closer except moving in with him. So I'm 100% whatever Scott decides. If Scott says we're moving down there, we're moving down there. You know. But I feel, the discussion needs to be between Scott and his dad, and whatever decision they both come up with, I will go with it. You know, but don't come up on a weekend every 3 months and feel you can tell us what we need to do, or that my daughter's a liar. Oh, it was hard. You can ask Sabrina. I was telling Sabrina, was it Saturday, Friday, Saturday night? Saturday, I think it was. Yeah, Saturday. Oh, I could have killed it. I just. So that's where we are. And then my father-in-law is 78 years old. If he chooses, whatever he chooses, his mind's still there. It's not like he's competent yet. He's not, he knows what he wants. He has told me and Scott this from day one, that if anything happened, he was not doing anything to save his life. He misses my mother-in-law. He always has. She's been gone 13 years. He's still wondering why he's still here. And if this is the next phase of his life, and he has chose just to be comfortable in the next phase of his life, we are with him. I get that it's hard to accept somebody dying in front of you, but you know what? Shut up and let the man be. Just like recently, Scott's uncle passed away. My father-in-law does not want to go to the memorial. And they're like, because me and Scott were going away this weekend with Diamond and Sam and the kids to Wisconsin Dells, the water park. We chose not to go because we were going to take Dad to the memorial. Well, Dad doesn't want to go to the memorial. His brother's body was donated. And then because if I got the sniffles, I don't go see my father-in-law. I don't want to get him sick because he's always been skinny, okay? In the last few years, he seems like he gets skinnier and skinnier. I didn't see him for 2 weeks. When I was down there last Sunday, I almost flipped out. How much weight loss in the 2 weeks that I stayed away. I didn't see him in person. I talked to him on the phone. It took everything in me not to cry in front of that man. Scott got home and I'm like, what the hell? What has changed in 2 weeks? That's all it took, 2 weeks for that man to lose about 25 pounds. Scott goes, Dad, tell you? Because Scott didn't tell me. All he said is that his oxygen levels let down, that he has to wear his oxygen more often than he doesn't. And then he was dehydrated, went into the doctor, but they weren't sure. And that his body's breaking down. He didn't say kidneys are failing. His kidneys are failing. He said his body's breaking down. That's what he told me. And I could tell by looking across at him. I figured he had his cancer back. I really thought it was his cancer because he has had throat cancer. I really thought that's what it was. And I respect the man. If you want to tell me, tell me. Well, he kind of told me in one certain way. He just didn't use the words the doctor said to him. So, coming up to Saturday, Scott's sister calls me Friday. Do you know if Scott's taking Dad to the memorial? I said, we were, but Dad's not going. He doesn't want to go. Why not? Yeah, we rent. We only have to do 60 days here, Dawn, or 30 days. But Scott and I are going to keep this place regardless, because there's so much here and so much there. We'd have 2 houses to clean out. I figured out what we're going to do with all our stuff temporarily, that we'd still just rent. Just leave it here. Just continue renting. Yeah. We thought about that. Yeah. Me and Scott have had our discussions about, and like Scott said, I told Scott nothing else. Maybe the days you're off, you go spend the night at dad's. On the days that you're working, I go down and stay with him, and we just kind of rotate so then we don't get overstressed. You do some days, I do some days. We're gonna see if he's okay with getting like a nanny cam, at least in the kitchen. So if we are down here, we can kind of nanny cam a little bit, peek in on him. We're gonna just go over all that tomorrow because he really doesn't want us. Does his thing is like I said, this guy, it's not that he's being selfish. He doesn't want us to lose our independent by us moving down there. He doesn't want to take that away from us. And we're okay with us doing it, but he doesn't want to put that burden on us. We can't get it through his head that it's dad, it's okay. So we came up with this plan, me and Scott, when we discussed it about how about Scott's days off, he just goes down and spends the night at his dad's and see the days that Scott's um working, I go down. He's sleeping a lot and just rotate it, maybe throw in like Diamond's like, I can calm him down. He doesn't want to get outside help. He already told Scott and I that unless he is bedridden, then he'll decide, then we could get the outside help. Until then, he doesn't want it. I mean, he's 78 years old. We don't want to go through the courts or anything. So we're gonna try to work a plan out with him tomorrow. Sit down and have this nice talk with him, explain what me and Scott kind of came up with where he still can stay there. We can kind of still stay here, but we're more connected. I mean, Scott's down there. When Scott's off work, this is the first day that Scott actually wasn't down by his dad, but he called him because we had got our couch today and then we had to help Sam and Diamond. But you know what Scott did? The first thing Scott did when he woke up this morning or this afternoon, because Scott's on nights. So when Scott woke up this afternoon, woke up a little bit, he called his dad right away. It's the first thing he does. Well, not the very first thing, but you know what I mean. And I talked to him earlier, and then Scott talked to him later. So we're always in contact. And then Scott called him, well, what time I get on here? An hour ago? So when we got home, Scott called him too. Say everything was okay. So we're in constant contact. More than I can say for the other sibling in the family. It just irritates me that, I call it showboating. I guess I don't know that they come up and they think they can just rule the roost and tell us, you know, it's just, oh, I told Scott, your brother in law. I told Scott, I said, I literally didn't go outside yesterday, Sunday, at all. Because he's on his little scooter thing with his dog, running his dog in the neighborhood. And I literally stayed in the house yesterday because I did not want to deal one more day with my brother-in-law. I had to stop working to care. She's survived 4 years, yeah. Well, I mean, it's a tough choice, but me and Scott knew 13. Let's see. Let me figure this out. I say 13. Am I right on 13? Let me see. It is 2021 minus 2009 or 8. I don't remember if it was 9 or 8 that my mother-in-law and my mom died. So about 13 years ago, my mother-in-law passed away. 13 or going on 13. We knew right from then because she made me and Scott promise that we'd always be there to take care of dad. So it's just I told Scott what happened in 2 weeks. 2 weeks that I didn't go down there because I didn't know if it was allergies. Because I don't want to get him sick. So if I have any symptoms of anything, I don't go by him. Like I said, I call him. I just didn't see him in person. And then last Sunday, I'm like, hey, I called him. I'm like, hey, Dad. He's like, what's up? I said, you want to sit outside for a little while? Scott's mowing grass. I'll come down. He's like, sure. Well, I got there and he wasn't out on a picnic table. So I opened the door and I peeked in and he was had his coffee mug was actually my grandfather's coffee mug that I gave to him, and it was heating up in the microwave, and it was some soup. So he was warming it up, and he was gonna come out and eat it outside while I sat there, and I almost died. I couldn't believe where this. I mean, he's been skinny, but skinny, flipped me out. So I'm like, I'll be at the picnic table. Came out and kind of, and I don't, me and Scott smoke, but we don't smoke around him. So I went out toward the front of the yard and had to do that, oh, kind of deep breath going. And then Scott's on the lawnmower. So I waited till Scott got home and I'm like, what the hell happened in 2 weeks? Scott goes, what? What the hell happened in the 2 weeks since this seen Dad? And I said, what did the doctor say? Scott goes, did he tell you? And then I proceeded to tell Scott what Dad told me. And in his way, he told me what the doctor said. But he said, instead of saying like his kidneys were on the verge of failing, that he's showing the signs of weight loss, lack of appetite. I looked it all up. There's like breathing, oxygen. There's a couple, and yep, and he's all on those. And so here we are. We'll do what we can. Like I said, Scott, we're gonna have to. So Scott and I, like I said, Scott and I had a talk. Matter of fact, this morning when I got home, because I can't. If something's on my mind, I can't sleep. And I did sleep, but then I woke up and it was all back on my mind. So I was making notes of things I wanted to discuss with Scott. And instead of Dad, because I said to Scott, Dad's thought process is he doesn't want us living with him because he doesn't want us to give up our independence and he doesn't want to lose his independency. He goes, yeah, but there's a way around that. You know what I mean? And so we keep this place. So he thinks we have our own home. We do kind of shifts down there. Doesn't mean we have to stay there all night long. It doesn't mean we, but we can get like a little a nanny cam. I called it a nanny cam because I was thinking of a nanny where they have the cameras like in the kids' room and they just bring up their phones and look in a nursery. And I had Diamond check on that today for me, and we can still do that even if it's down at Dad's. Yep. Yep. And Scott and I can take little shifts and just not that, because you know what? It's Scott and I. It will be just Scott and I. Maybe our kids in here in between. We can't count on Scott's sister. We can't. Even to give us a weekend. He could linger for, who knows? It's not like he's saying, okay, next week I'm gone. We can't count it. You can't count it, so it's Scott and I. So we're going to go sit down with Dad tomorrow. Even if Scott and I have to pack up this house, put it in a storage unit, we'll do it. The only thing I said to Scott is I would like to at least have my crafts. And Scott says that's good. We'd just put it in the bedroom upstairs. We're only sleeping up there anyway. So my craft room would go upstairs in with our bedroom. We'd take over the upstairs because he knows this is my Zen zone. So where Scott has his games, I have this. So it would be our bedroom and we'd have to have the whole upstairs. Other than that, the rest could go in storage. I wouldn't care. The rest of the house could go in a storage. I could have it done in a week if I wanted to. I'm so good at packing stuff. If we decided tomorrow that we were moving in with Dad, I could probably have this house packed up in 2 weeks' time. Exactly. And it's not like me and Scott would be financially screwed if we ended up moving in and taking our time and going slowly through this. Packing sucks. Hey, I moved me and Scott in 7 days when we lost our house. And everything was packed in boxes. I didn't sleep, but I did it. But, so, We'll figure it out. Thing is he's got to get over this, and this is the first hurdle. And I was talking to a friend of mine who's basically went through the same thing Scott is. You're old now. Haha. Um, First hurdle is your parents accepting that they need help. The first acceptance, because she had to move in with her parents, and she had both her parents are still alive. Her mom, recently, matter of fact, her mom just passed away 2 weeks ago. And I was talking to Julie, and I'm like, "You got time to talk?" And she's like, "Yeah." And I was telling her, she goes, "You know what the first hurdle for me was? My parents accepting that they needed me to live with them. They fought it tooth and nail. But once I was there, they were fine." She goes, "That's going to be your first hurdle. Once you get that one done, you're fine." Yep. She goes, "So I wish you and Scott luck." Hello, Laura. Yep. So that's the first thing. So that's why I thought maybe we started slow and casually start spending a night there. Scott does, or I do if he thinks, and then, you know, working that angle a little bit. So, figure it out. But we need to have that deep conversation. He doesn't want us to give up. This is what he said to Scott and I the last time we had this conversation. "I don't want you and Scott to have to give your lives up for me." And I was like, "What life? I sit at home on YouTube or crafting in my room. I could do that here, Dad, and still kind of keep an eye out on you." Yeah, maybe it was you that told me that, Nadia. I'm not, somebody told me about that. Yeah. Yeah, because I was told to check into that. I should check, me and Scott should check into that now because we do his lawn care. Um, I clean his house when it's not like he's a dirty man or anything. The only thing that he still wants to do is his own grocery shopping, but I think we're gonna end up taking over that here soon. Um, yeah, we should check into that more. I told Scott to do the other day. I mean, if he goes long distance, Scott drives him. The only thing that now Scott's doing his laundry. My father-in-law, it's so funny. He won't let me do his laundry because he doesn't want me to see his boxers. So Scott goes down and does his laundry because he doesn't want we we were told he's so unstable that um we told we he made a promise that he wouldn't go up and down the stairs anymore. So Scott goes down and does his laundry once a week. But he won't let me go down and do it because he doesn't want me to see his boxers. Yeah, they didn't have that in my mom's day either because we lived with my grandfather for a lot of years. You know, it's called like kin care or kinship something. I read about it, so I told Scott we should check into it because Julie told me about my friend. Maybe it was my girlfriend Julie that told me about that because she got that for her mom. I mean, because she worked part time, but somebody always had to be there at night with her mom. So her dad was okay to be there during the night, but it got too hard on her dad to stay up. So Julie moved in house, and Julie took over the nights and worked part time to keep her. And Julie worked enough to keep her insurance. Okay, that's but 90% of the care Julie did. That's the only reason Julie continued working because if Julie said I could have if I didn't have to have insurance, I would have stayed at 24/7. So Julie got help outside the house. It was her dad, and a helper would come in while Julie worked so she could keep her insurance. Because Julie works for Bellin Hospital. She didn't want to give up that. I mean, like Julie says, I couldn't afford to quit my job. I made good money where because she worked herself up. She says and she's taking leaves of absence through right now. She's on leave of absence till what you tell me next week because her mom passed away. But the last 3 weeks she was on a leave of absent because her mom was at home, but pretty much comatose. Yeah. So, I mean, we had a game plan already planned out when Scott's mom was at home in hospice care. There was hospice coming in, and me and Scott were gonna take shifts being there because my father-in-law had surgery the week my mother-in-law took a turn for the bad real quick, real fast. So, and I'm always up at night, so I was gonna cover the nights, and Scott was gonna do the days. And in between Scott's dad, after he got back home from the hospital, my father-in-law checked himself out of the hospital because he had back surgery to be home with his wife. But he couldn't do much because he had like a girdle thing on. So, but she only was home 4 days and she left us because how the doctor told Scott and I she could be in a week, she could be months, she could be a year. So me and Scott already were adjusting our life. Me and Scott have kind of planned our life to be in this position we're probably coming close to being in. And I don't want to call it a position because I don't want to make it sound like, oh yeah, we got stuck doing this. No, we knew. That's why because really, me and Scott live in a duplex. That's a big duplex. Pay $750. We don't need a $750 duplex. But the reason we live where we are is we're 6 houses away from Scott's dad. We decided when we rented this, we were living here until the day we move into Scott's dad's. So we've always known. That's why we stayed here. That's why we haven't moved. We decided even if this guy raised our rent, we were paying it. Even if we had to eat soup and beans, we were paying the rent here to stay this close to Scott's dad. We'd probably be already living there if Scott's sister wouldn't have an issue with it. That's the only reason we're not living there already. She has a problem with it. She's selfish, and I told Scott that's a selfish move on your sister. They're not here. It shouldn't be her choice. She shouldn't have a say. She should just suck it up and deal with it. That's how I feel. It'd be a different story if both siblings lived this close to each other. But she is 2.5 hours away. We are here. They are not. And I know you probably think that sounds bad of me, but that's the way I look at it. They chose to live where they live. Me and Scott chose to stay close to his parents, his parent. So if you don't see me as often as you would usually see me, it's because I am spending more time down at my father-in-law's. So YouTube is a hobby for me. I enjoy talking to you all and creating stuff and sharing stuff and chatting and all that. But right now, he's a priority to me, and I think that's the way it needs to be and should be. And right now is why I told Scott we got to baby step a little bit because he's, like I said, he's got it stuck in his head. He doesn't want to take our independence away. And I said to Scott, but we're not losing our independence. We're just there for him. But Scott's dad, I said, I told Scott, you massive man, there's some stubborn people, I tell you. But see, my father-in-law took care of his father, and he saw how it affected his family, how it always seemed like you And that's where he is, and that's what his thought process is. He had to give up his Marine career to come home to take care of his alien father, and it was so hard on the wife and his children because they just couldn't pick up and go. And I'm thinking, yeah, but we don't have kids. But then he throws in my grandkids. Well, you can see your grandkids often. I'm like, I can go out there, Dad. I can go out to Diamonds for a night if I want, spend time with them. I can go spend a night at Diamonds, no problem. We can't, he just can't get that I'm okay with this, that we're okay with this. So, but I told Scott we need to have that heart to heart, deep conversation because I really think it's time that Scott and I are there 24/7. I really do. He may not like it. Annette, his sister, I don't care what, I told Scott, I don't care what your sister says at this moment. She's not seeing him. The person that sees my father in law the most is my husband. And if I'm noticing a change, and Scott is definitely noticing a change, that's what matters. This is for Dad's benefit, not ours. And I said to Scott, for her to have an issue if Scott and I move in with Dad, I said, and it's a problem for her, she's being selfish in my opinion, because she's not thinking of Dad's well-being, she's thinking of her own damn feelings. And that pisses me off. I really that really irritates me. And that's another reason why dads won't agree saying, "Yep, you kids need to come here." Is because he doesn't want to upset his daughter. Because that's the type of man he is. He wants to try to have this neutral balance. And if she was any sort of daughter, she'd be like, "Yeah, um, I think maybe you and Scott need to be there all the time." But it's a job. It's just this. It's like she's a control thing. I says, "What control? We're just there to make sure he's doing well, on a steady basis instead of going there every night or doing it every day. We'd be there constantly." I mean, we try to eat with Dad. Scott at least eats with Dad. One goes down and has dinner with Dad or lunch with Dad once a week. Like I said, if I have the sniffles, I don't go near him because I don't want him to get sick on me from something I have. And I just like cold. And it went away, taking some allergy medication. It was allergies, but you never know right now with all this things going on. So he get COVID right now, he'd be wiped out. Got to do the right thing. Exactly. That's my point, and that's what I said to Scott. What is the wrong thing if we went there? Why is it such an issue to your sister? Because she wouldn't be the one doing it, so she'd live with the guilt that she probably already has. I look back. See, I write, and okay, this is bad. I write in my planner every time they come up. It is okay. I get 2020. Everything was on lockdown, but since everything was opened up, it is now August. They've been up here 3 times since January. 3 times since 2021. That's it. 3 times. And the only reason they were up here this weekend is they had the rototiller, and Scott finally said, "Can you bring the damn rototiller back? We need it." So they had to come up. I never saw him. I said to Scott, "I don't get your sister." I said, "I'd take anything back to have the man like your dad be my dad." I said, "Because I'll be honest, I wouldn't do this for my own father because he wasn't a father to me. He never was a dad to me. There's no relationship with my dad. Like I have a better relationship with my father-in-law than I do with my own father. I wouldn't feel this way for my own dad. I'd be like, yeah, stick him in a home. I've tried, but I won't do it no more. But I don't get it. But we're like I said, we're having a. He knows we're coming down tomorrow because we let him know. We're gonna have dinner with him. I have to figure out what I'm gonna make because he asked. He wants soft foods because his throat's bothering him. So I'm trying to figure out what I can make. Mashed potatoes. He loves mashed potatoes. Meat that's soft. And I thought maybe I'll make like shredded chicken and mashed potatoes and gravy. Shred the chicken up in small pieces, like boneless chicken. Cook it up and then shred it and cut it up so it's small and make like it go over the mashed potatoes. Meatloaf, yeah. Because I said this guy, because he has trouble swallowing. That's why I thought his cancer's back. So I'm just thinking of what soft meals I can make that are hearty meals. Meatloaf is a good one. Diamond, my daughter goes, I'll have a whole list for you. Mom, I'll get on it. And yeah. And where there's still a little heartiness because he's eating a lot of soups because soups are easy to go down. And I know he like tomato, basil, applesauce. Yeah. He does the Ensures yet. He's and ice cream. Yeah. And then I'm buying a smoothie machine. I looked them up today on Amazon, and then I told Scott I want to swing over to Walmart to do a compare pricing and buy like a smoothie machine where I can take like the vegetables and make like a smoothie. He loves shakes, so maybe still get him some like because Ensure is not the answer. It's not always Ensure is so liquidy. It's like just drink. There's no stability in the stomach. So I thought if I got him like smoothies where there's a little bit of substitute in those smoothies. And then when I mentioned that to my brother-in-law, he's like, "Oh, he won't do that." I'm like, "How the hell do you know he won't do it? Doesn't hurt to try." Make the vegetables and the meat, and I mean, I bet you I watched 100 videos on YouTube about that. Hi, Mike, and where they have recipes where you can take like a steak and then put it in, and then you add this and this. And I guess they're supposed to taste good, but he's still getting it. It's just in a smoothie. I'm calling it a smoothie. It might be something else. Yeah. Get some, because I think he'd be more perkier if he ate better, just not soups. Because I'm like, Dad, that's all you're having? Yeah, my throat's bothering me tonight. So that's what I was thinking. I said, this got mashed potatoes. I said for dinner tomorrow, maybe skinless chicken. I'll cook it and then I'll shred it and put it all, and then you can put that over the mashed potato. Oh, I know what he likes. I'm pretty good at because I know what he eats. And I'm just trying to figure out different ways I can cook it so he can eat it. I mean, we're baby chunking his steaks right now, little tiny pieces of steaks so he can have steaks, you know? Because me and Scott, at least twice, we try at least once a week, possibly twice a week to have dinner with Dad or lunch with him. And usually we cook it and we just walk it down and we eat with him. He eats it slowly, but we make sure it's prepared. But I noticed the last couple of times it was hard for him to swallow it. And it was so it's like, what can I make? Tom's like, Mom, you're really thinking. I said, because I think I said, because I'm thinking what he likes, not changing it too much, but enough that he can actually swallow without having a problem. Yeah. Because he's had throat cancer, and I personally think his throat cancer is back. Because I hear that sound he had when he first had it. I really think his throat cancer is back also. And if he's not, he's told us already he wasn't going to go through that again. So I personally think his throat cancer is back with everything else. So, and that's the talk we're going to have with him. And he wouldn't tell us. He told us a long time ago he wasn't going to tell anybody if he got it back. So I have that intuition feeling right now. just to watching him eat, because that was the first sign when he got throat cancer. He had a hard time swallowing. That's what brought him to the throat and his doctor. And then they sent him to a specialist, and he had throat cancer. So I think the way he's eating right now, a lot of liquid meals, that's why I think he's back. The other night he had a hard time swallowing a hamburger, just a little bite right away. Within seconds, he had a hard time coughing it up and trying to get it down. So, but I'm going to get off here because I'm going to go take me a warm bubble bath. Go see what my husband is. I bought him some loungers off Amazon last night, so he did, because his jeans, he's got, you know how you have a belt? What is there, 8? He's got 12 holes right now. Yeah, thing is if he doesn't let us Scott talk to the specialists or the doctors, we aren't going to know. You know, it's got the HIPAA law. It's got, you know. Yeah. Weight loss, trouble eating, dehydrated, oxygen level down. He's supposed to use his mask more often. He's supposed to be sleeping with it on, and he isn't. These are all things that we're trying to get him to do. And I mean, like my grandpa always said, you can lead a horse to the water. It doesn't mean the horse is going to drink. You know? So, and he told Scott and I a long, long time ago, if he got his cancer back, he was not telling anybody. He was not fighting it. He was not taking the doctors. He was just going to let it, nature takes its course. Only unless Scott's dad is not mentally capable of making decisions. That's what Scott's position is. Scott, it has to be stated that dad, something or how it reads, dad can still make his own medical decision because his mind's there. It's once his dad's mind's not fully, whatever, then Scott takes over. Until then, we tried him. So Scott went to the doctor last time, or not last time, the time before, and that's how it's set up. Scott only can make a medical decision after Scott's dad is not mentally capable to do it. Or he's in. So it's another thing I told Scott he should double check on things with that too. Because he would to get it brought up a little different or something. So Scott can have more input with the doctors. Even if, the truth comes out. Doesn't mean Scott can know, but he doesn't have to tell anybody else. Then we can know what we're working with. Like I said, I think there's more to Scott's dad's health that he's not telling anybody. And I know it's his choice, but I think the person that needs to know is Scott, who's going to have or at least Scott, so we know what we're dealing with personally. But like I said, he's got it in his head. He doesn't want to burden anybody. He doesn't want to burden anybody. I think he told me he wants to go to bed one night and not wake up. The doctor knows about the weight loss. Scott, the doc knows. Scott let him know. The doc can see it. Yeah. In food, yeah. Scott talked to him. The doc replied to Scott, yes, I know Scott. That's all the doctor could say. Couldn't tell him any other details. Yeah, he knows. Because he's concerned about the weight loss too. The doctor is. Scott's dad told us that. But that's why I think, other than what he kind of told us about his oxygen level being down, being dehydrated, and his kidneys are on the verge of failing, I think his cancer is back. That's me. I'm not saying it is, but I believe his cancer is back. I think that's the big thing. And that's why his kidneys are in the process. Because his cancer is back and he's not doing the treatments of that. You see what I'm saying? So now it's starting to shut down little things in the body because of this cancer. That's what I think. But I am not 100% sure because he's keeping it under the little bow. And like I said to Scott, I told Scott the other day, I don't give an F what your sister and brother-in-law say. They're not here. We are. I don't care if your sister never talks to me again in my life. I said, we are in a position that we need to have a heart-to-heart talk with Dad. Figure out a plan, a long-run plan. Today should have been tomorrow, I said. And he goes, gotcha. I said, and if she don't talk to us after this, who cares? She don't talk to us now. We need to be thinking of Dad, not our selfish own reasonings. And if she watches this, I don't care. That's where I am right now. So that's why we're going down tomorrow and talking. Coming up with we need a game plan. We need to have decisions and things set up. It's time. Time more than any time before. I said to Scott, when I seen your dad and looked at your dad and went, we need to have this deep-hearted conversation. And I told Scott, I know it's hard because he's your dad, but we're going to have to suck it up and do it. And he went, okay. Except Scott had to go to work. He had to go to work. And then his sister, we didn't know his sister was coming. And here's his sister. And I said, we need to get things in order. She goes, everything's fine. I'm like, have you looked at your dad? He's fine. He's depressed. That's what I got. He's depressed. That's why he's sleeping. And I'm like, seriously, Annette? I get it's hard to accept your dad is probably on his way out, but he's not depressed. He's not just depressed. Because they act like we're stupid. That's what pisses me off. I told Scott, that's what I think pisses me off about everything, is they act like me that I'm stupid. And I'm not stupid. And I'm not dumb. It's like I broke my toe, I ended up going to get an x-ray by the way, guys. He told me, my brother-in-law goes, your toe's not broken. I'm like, how would you know my toe's not broken? Because it moves. It's moving. I'm like, your toes move even if they're broken because your foot goes like this, Dave. I said, I went and got an x-ray on my toe because I was worried about the swelling. Because the swelling wasn't coming down. So I got an x-ray. Yeah. I broke it right at the tip here. Right in the first joint of my big pinky toe. I didn't break it down here. I broke it up here. Which the doc told me was one of the worst places to break a damn toe, is down up on top. Tell me I have a broken toe. What, the doctor's wrong? The x-ray is wrong, I said. Well, it don't look broke. I'm like, because it's going on 3 weeks. Tell me I don't have a broken toe. No, I just paid for an x-ray. I'm like, are you kidding me? I don't have a broken toe. I guess doctors don't know what they're talking about. Yeah, that's the type of man he is. But yeah, the doctor told me most people don't realize they have broken toes because because it moves, because your foot, when you walk, all your toes. Oh God, I did. Oh my God, it hurt, Kelly. It still hurts. Coda lightly touched it tonight, and I did the, and I ended up in a shoe. Want to see it? This is what I got. This is what I ordered because I refused to let the emergency do it for me. They put me in a shoe so that it stays steady on this side because when you break your foot or your toes, they don't want this part of your foot to move. So I have a thing on that they gave me that I slip over my 2 toes, and then I have to put my foot in there so this doesn't move. So that it stays straight. Like, who would ever think I'd be in a shoe for a broken toe? I know, Frankenstein shoe. That's what I called it. I told Scott I should have brought 2 of them so I could have went by Frankenstein for Halloween. But I wasn't letting them say, I don't let they wanted to give me one at the outpatient clinic. And I'm like, oh, hell no, I'll go home and order one on Amazon. I paid $9 for that. $9. Can you imagine that same shoe would probably cost 45 through the emergency room? Outpatient, because I went to that like clinic thing by my clinic. I didn't get to see my doctor, so I went to a walk-in clinic. I'm like, yeah, this same thing probably through the clinic would have probably been $100. I broke four, and years later broke them again. Yeah, yeah, exactly. So I told him like I don't need your but I'll shoot, I could go buy one. So I went and bought one off Amazon, and I still was a cheapie on Amazon. I found the lowest priced one, $9. One reason I went in, I didn't plan on going in, but the swelling was not coming down. You're talking almost, it'd have been 3 weeks tomorrow. And Scott says, I think you should have it go looked at. So when Diamond took me in. And it didn't help that I did the popsicle sticks, but I was doing the popsicle sticks on my toe wrong. And the guy already showed me, I didn't even take their stuff. I just got the X-ray because you're talking outpatient, so it's gonna be a bill in itself. So I didn't take and showed me how to put the popsicle stick the right way until I got the shoe. Well, thing is, I had my feet operated on. I had bunion surgeries when I was 17, and I had pins in my toes because my feet were like this. This is how my feet were. All my feet were like this. So I I call them nails. I had my bunions were out, so I had that surgery, and they scraped the bones, scraped the muscle off. Had that surgery when I was 17 years old one summer. Those got healed. I'll tell you one thing. And thank God that my mom made me have both feet done at once, because I'd have never went back for the second one. No way in hell. Then, after that was 6 weeks later, after that initial surgery, I had the next surgery where they broke my toes and they put pins in each one of my toes to straighten my toes. Okay? That was another almost 8 weeks. That's how I spent my summer when I was 17 years old, wearing Frankenstein shoes. And then I would hit my toes as anyways, and my grandpa had enough that he took my shoes home after emergency room because I saw that table moved out in front of me, that he took my shoes home and came back and he took liter-sized bottles of soda, cut them off, washed them out, and put them on the front of my shoe and duct tape the living hell out of them. So if I walked, I hit the bottle and not my tips of my toes. Yeah, my doctor laughed his butt off when he seen my shoes that time. When I came in for a checkup, he looked down, he goes, "What the hell?" I said, "Grandpa got tired of having me hit things, so he put these bottles on it so I protect my toes." He goes, "Good idea. We should probably patent that," he said. But yeah, no. I'm like, give me a break. I knew I broke my toe because I've hit my toes before. I knew I broke my toe just the way my reaction was. And I told Scott, thank God it wasn't the two toes from the big toe in. We'd have been in the emergency room that night. Because those two toes, they are the ones that no matter how many times we worked them, they still kind of are over like this. I had two surgery on those two toes. And they could never get them straight where they don't kind of go over each other. And I know if I'd have hit those two, I'd have been in an emergency room that night. But yeah, I broke the tip of my baby toe. I didn't break it down here. I broke it up here, right on the tip, right underneath that little first joint, Oh God. And then I went in the bedroom and cried and called Scott on my cell phone, called Allie in my bedroom, had me my phone, and called Scott out in the living room. This is how I wasn't thinking. I called Allie, who's in the craft room, to grab me my phone so I could call Scott, who was in the basement. He was in the basement because she went to get him and he wasn't in the living room. So I told her, grab my phone. I called him because I'm thinking, did he go down to his dad? Because I remember him saying something in commotion with the kids. No, and he was in the basement. And I'm like, you need to come up here now. He goes, why are you calling me? I'm like, you need to come to the bedroom now. Scott's like, oh, we ice packed because I didn't want the kids to see my reaction because they're the one of the kids put the stool in the wrong spot in the hallway and I hit it and I didn't want them to feel bad. Each one of my grandkids have nailed my toe since. Riley stepped on my foot the very next day in the middle of Sam's. That was a hard one. Allie got me last week and Coda got me tonight. Yeah. So I think I told them, and they all, they all know they did it and they feel bad and they started crying. So tonight I told them they were in the Nana's Toe Club. I'm like, I'm going to give you guys an award. And they're like, what? I said, because you're going to belong to Nana's Toe Club. I said, it's a special club. And they're like, really? And I'm like, yeah. Why? Because you all hit my toe and nobody else did. So it's a special club. You get a reward. I don't want them to feel bad that they hurt me. Especially Coda. Coda reminds me of my son Xavier. He takes everything right to the heart. And then he feels bad, really bad. And then I'm in the middle of a conversation at the kitchen table talking, and he did it, and I did that, because it hurt, and I kept talking through it, and Diamond wouldn't leave it alone, and I'm like, "Nothing, don't worry about it." She's like, "What?" And Coda goes, "I hit Nana's toe." And I'm like, "You boneheads, if you would have just let it go from me going," he wouldn't have know, he probably wouldn't have realized it, but no, Diamond's like, "What's wrong?" I'm like, "Nothing, just nothing, we're fine, we're good." Nope. And then Coda figured it out. I hit her toe. And that's when I said, that's all right, Coda, because now you're in a Nana Toe Club. Oh, it's a pig. Oh, that's a pig. That's a cow. Pink cow. Tell me cool. Who'd ever think of this? Little thing to go over your plug-in for those whacked up cords. It's kind of cool. A accessory sticker. Huh. So that's what's new in my life. What is tomorrow? Tomorrow is Tuesday. I can't believe it. The 17th of August already. Damn. We have to go down by Scott's dad. Oh, I know what we're doing. We're gonna finish doing the living room because Sam's coming back after work to help Scott move my cedar chest down to the bedroom because my cedar chest is in the living room. And due to the fact we got the couch, I want to keep the love seat because so Scott, we never have enough seating. So we're gonna move the love seat, or not the love seat. We're gonna move the cedar chest down to our bedroom in a spot we have open, so that we can keep the love seat and get the living room back in order. And I discovered, and I don't know which grandchild it is, but they're going to have this discussion with their grandmother when they come here. Because when we pulled the love seat out from the wall, somebody didn't pick up Fruit Loops. And if they did pick them up, they decided it was easier to shove them underneath my couch or my love seat than to pick them up. Because once we moved the love seat out, it was, and they were all, you could tell they pushed them in. And I was like, those little stinkers. So I don't know which one did it, but they are going to get a little talking to the next time they're at Nana's. Because you could tell they were pushed in the way they were lined up. They weren't like two. There was like a whole roll. I said to Scott, me and Scott looked down and when him and Sam, Scott moved out the love seat. And me and Scott stared at that and I'm like, what the hell? And those kids. I'm like, yep. I said, well, they're getting to talk to. They're not. I said, they ain't going to be able to eat. Because my grandkids, your husband does stuff like that. My grandkids don't eat cereal and milk. They eat it like a snack. And the last time they were here, they were eating cereal, Fruit Loops, and watching movies. So one of them must have spilled it. Instead of picking it up, they shoved it underneath the love seat. Yeah. They're lucky I didn't discover that. Little stinkers. Perfectly lined up. And he's 50. Oh. Here's one for you, Kelly. Okay. You come in my house. My house is livable, okay? It's not messy. It's not dirty. It's livable. And then we're two grown adults, and I always say my living room's usually 90% clean, okay? You may see a few dishes on my counter because there's only two adults here, and I can't see running a sink full of water to do 2 plates and a pan, because usually this is me. I wash dishes as I cook, okay? So if I use a pan and I'm done using pan, I wash it real quick. Then it comes to me, since Scott's plates, and then I'll rinse them off and I'll be like, "I'll get them tomorrow," okay? You go in the living room. Whole living room, you walk in, and if you don't look in a different direction, you look through the living room, you're like, "Oh, this nice living room looks nice and clean," and then you turn toward my husband's chair. And it's his spot, his items, his stuff. I don't touch it. I don't like it, but I solved the problem saying I ain't arguing with him anymore. And then you'll see this little basket, little clothes basket from the Dollar Tree that sits next to his table, his little fold-out table thing I bought him for his keyboard. Because the man would take his socks off when he got from work, and instead of grabbing them and put them in the basket when he goes to bed so I can wash them, he'd leave them lay there. I'd let them sit there, they'd pile up. Finally, I couldn't take it anymore. Then now he throws them in the basket for me, and then I grab that little basket because I don't like touching my husband's socks. I'm sorry. Ugh. So he throws them in the basket. But before they would pile up, he'd just leave them and just keep piling them and piling them. And I look at him like, if you ever going to throw them? And one time he ran out of socks. He goes, "Well, I have no clean socks." I'm like, "Well, maybe you should put them in a clothes basket then." So now I don't remember who told me to do that. Somebody told me, just put a little clothes basket there. So, the, but the only time I make Scott clean his little corner of the living room is at Christmas. I make him totally clean it at Christmas. Next to the basket. Yep. And that's on I feel like I'm what okay, you have to understand. When me and my husband met, I had a child, okay? Diamond. And then we had a child together. Scott and I never lived alone because there was always a child. Well, when our son moved out, it was only Scott and I for the first time with no kids. We drove each other crazy. Diamond said, "I was ready to smack your guys' head together because my husband was nitpicking, Nicky nitpicking, because he always thought it was the kids that were doing it. Well, there ain't no kids anymore." And I look at him like, "Hey, Amy," he come to realize, it's him. Well, it was easier just to save the argument. Put him in the damn basket, Scott, so I can watch him. And he'd be like, "Who's touching my tools?" He'd blame my son if he touched his tools. Except it wasn't my son. He's come to realize it was himself, not putting things away. And if he leaves it on my kitchen table for a week, I get him fed up. I put it down in his machine shop. I don't know where it goes. I just put it on his bench because Scott will come in the house, put it on a kitchen table, and it sits there for 2 weeks. It drives me crazy. So finally, when I drives me crazy enough, I grab those tools he used and I put them downstairs in his room. I just put them on his bench. It's been me all these years putting his stuff away because he doesn't. Yeah, I told him that. He realized it. It's been you that does that. I'm like, "Yeah, put your shit away. It's my kitchen. I cook here. Put your stuff away." Because the thing is me, it's the kitchen table has become a catch-all. Because me and Scott don't eat at the kitchen table. Because Scott works so much, there's sometimes I don't eat because he doesn't get home till 7 o'clock. I can't wait that long. I'll cook and I'll eat and then I reheat and he'll sit down in his chair and eat. When he is home, we try to eat together, but I we eat in the living room on TV trays. But yeah, I have to retrain him. I swear to God, he's like living with a child. Yep. 52 retraining him. I start all over. But you know what? I finally gave up that battle. Like, the spot in the living room, it bugged the hell out of me. I finally said one day, "You know what? I don't care anymore. I'm never out there. I'm in my room." I said, "As long as you clean it when I ask you to clean it up, then I'm good." Usually it's at Christmas. Or if he sees me out there cleaning, if I'm really doing a overhaul cleaning where I'm taking off all the stuff off the shelves and dusting, he'll get into cleaning. So yeah, we didn't. Oh, Diamond said me and Sky were like nuts after Xavier moved up because we didn't have that child. And now she's like, I didn't know if you guys were gonna like each other anymore. Plus, that was a time frame where Scott wasn't happy at his old job either. Well, I'm gonna get off here. I'm gonna go see. He's probably sleeping on my couch already. I guarantee it because I don't hear anything other than the living room. Now that it reclines on both ends. I don't know where I'll find my husband. At least I'll have the bed to myself. I love him. I told Scott we can't live with each other without each other. We can't live with each other, but we still love each other. He told me, he admitted, he goes, I'd be lost without you. And I told him I'd be lost without you too. But we're so we're empty nesters. I said we both enjoy not having our children home. It's like a gray. I can show you. I took a picture and sent it to Diamond. It's a nice couch. Yeah. It's like a gray. Fit in with my decor. Yeah. She gave me the pillows too. She's only had it 4 years. I said, yeah. Because this is the lady that's moving out because of my neighbors that sold her house. Yeah, she came over. Yeah, it's like a gray. Um, she came over Saturday and asked if I knew anybody that needed a couch, and I'm like, I do, because I just was looking at couches. And she goes, "You want to take a look at it?" And I took a look at it, and I said, "How much?" And she says, "You get somebody to move it, you can have it." And I'm like, "I will have somebody move it." Monday work? I said, Scott works all weekend. I said, I will talk to him after work tonight. And I said, I'll get a hold of my son-in-law and Sam, and they both were available Monday. And they got to move out. And then this is the funny part. They flip it over because she says, if you guys can't get it out, you can take it out the back. My boyfriend and my husband, my boyfriend and my son they couldn't get it in here. They had to go around. So Scott flips it over and he goes, I'll be right back. And he walks out the door and he comes back with this drill and he takes these two pieces of metal off the back and all three, and you could, 3 pieces. She's like, are you kidding me? She goes, they moved that 3 times for me. She goes, wait till I told my son that. Yeah, I meant boyfriend and son. She goes, wait till I tell my boyfriend and my son that thing came apart in 3 pieces. Because they told me, we're not moving this again, mom. That's why she didn't keep. I'm like, do you still want it? Because I'm like, if she discovered it, and she was like, no, I don't need it because of where because she's moving in with her boyfriend. It, her intention is they were gonna buy a house together when they both sold their properties at the same time. Except these neighbors were idiots that she decided to put her house up for sale and move in with him because he owns a duplex. And right now, his tenants are moving out and he's redoing. He actually lives upstairs. Or no, I don't remember if he's upstairs or downstairs, one or the other, but the one half of the duplex is redone already because they're not re-renting it out. And they're going to be redoing the other half, this upper lower duplex, redoing the other half, and then they're putting that one up for sale. This was all in a game plan, except these idiots next door to me were just obnoxious that she couldn't take it anymore. She had it. that her selling her house moved up a little quicker. So now she's moving in with the boyfriend. And then once they remodel, yeah, it's the upstairs, remodel the upstairs where the tenants are moving out of. Once that's all done, they're going to put that place up for sale. And then they're buying out of Green Bay, a little bit out of town because they're both retiring, which tell me February she retires and he retires in March and go from there. Oh my God, I'm sad to lose her. She was such a good neighbor. I hope I hope the person that bought her house are good neighbors too. So, but I'm gonna let y'all go. I'm gonna go see what my hubby's doing. And I'm hungry. I want a snack. What do I want? What do I have? Maybe Scott will walk with me to Quick Trip. I really like a Quick Trip donut right now. Oh, I know. They've been actually quiet because the city got called on them again. City inspector was out here 2 weeks ago. And since then, I've been pretty quiet over there. So I don't know what's up. Or like Scott says, because I found out today that the rent thing expires at the end of August. So, because they better. So I'm waiting for. I told Scott I'm waiting for like a U-Haul to back up right before the cutoff date, because I don't think they've been paying rent. Neither one of them works. So I don't know where they get their money. Yeah, that's what Scott told me. So we're waiting for something to occur down next door, because all the things that has happened. But I said to Scott when Sabrina was telling me, you could have still evict on things, certain things. I don't know, but we'll see. But they've been quiet. No music, no music, no loudness, no selling vehicles, no working on vehicles. Yard's been clean. It's really weird for the last 2 weeks. So they must have got fined, is what I'm thinking, because I did see a pink little thing in the door, their door, because they weren't here. Every state's different. Yeah. So, but I'm gonna call it a night, guys. So if you guys keep Zach in your prayers for Sabrina, I know she'd greatly appreciate it. I would. And I'll probably catch you maybe sometime tomorrow or the next day. Like I said, if you don't see me for a few days, it's because I am probably down by Scott's dad. I'm gonna spend more time. Like I said, I'm gonna just probably grab my tablet, get his Wi-Fi, and just sit back and watch everybody else. I'm gonna do a video in between. I'll do a video in between. As always, guys, be happy, be kind, be safe, be funny, be crafty. Bye for now. And by the way, keep your eyes open for the next sale for Sabrina, probably sometime next month, she said. So I'll talk to you guys later. Bye, everybody, and good night.